this again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Royce Freeman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third and long here for Mariota. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Mariota on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
57's the mic. Right here. 57's the mic. 57. Here we go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be first and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And they can't bring him down. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Ross. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, Mariota. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the draw, this will be Freeman. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Play action now, Mariota. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding room inside the 40. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's go. Big strong. We got to step it up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's caught by Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 38, Mariota. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Mariota now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, Mariota. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let him know, let him know.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Mahomes going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Freeman again. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The kick by McManus is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Now Mariota on fourth down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Here's Mariota, option left. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Mariota here to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
run, I'ma put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big